Hey, welcome back. So in this video, I'll only be discussing the latest upgrade to this bike, which is the tires. For those of you who don't know, this is a 2020 KTM 1290 Super Duke GT, and the tires that I decided to upgrade to are the Metzeler Roadtec 01 SEs. These tires had lots of good reviews, and I was looking for a tire that could replace the Pirelli Angel GTs that came with this bike. And since I was running into issues, supply chain issues, and also discontinuation of the Pirelli GT2s in the United States, I decided to go with a tire that was in stock, very plentiful online. The price was a little bit lower, and so far this tire has exceeded my expectations. As you can see here, these tires have lots of sipes in them, so they handle the wet very well, which is one thing that they are known for. The kind of compound of the tire is holding up great so far. As you can see, you can push these tires to the edge and they're very predictable. When you get to that point, you can feel it and you'll know that you're near it and getting ready to potentially go beyond that and kind of pull yourself in a little bit. These tires, again, definitely exceeded my expectations. And I don't know necessarily what's going on the rear here. I don't know if you can see kind of that's coming through on the camera, but I have noticed this kind of thread showing. It looks very similar to kind of the internal thread that's meant to hold or stiffen the carcass and kind of hold things together, but it doesn't seem to be the case. And it's not occurring on the other side, but it could just be tire wear from times where I am riding with traction control off at these on some of these roads. But as you can see, you can utilize pretty much all of this tire, which I don't recommend, but you can, and they work great. These tires have, again, held up very well. I've ran these down dirty roads, damp roads, cold morning. You would think that with the sipes, they're not going to handle as well as a sportier tire or hold up as well with all of these sipes in them. But, temperatures up to 100 degrees and 40 and below. These tires work great and they're very confidence inspiring. They heat up quickly, and I so far highly recommend these tires. Now, if you're looking to get these for just a regular sport bike, these may not be the tire for you, but if you're running kind of a heavier sport touring or a heavier naked bike, I think that these are a great improvement that I highly recommend. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and jump to some riding footage. I just want to say real quick, thanks again for those of you who have stopped by and subscribed and continue to ride along with us. I really appreciate all the comments and everything that you have all left, and I enjoy responding to them and chatting with you all for a few seconds. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and jump to the riding footage, and hope everyone has a good one. Okay, so this is the 2020 Super Duke 1290 GT, which is the sport touring version of the 1290R. New tires. Let's see why this bike is one of my favorite handling bikes I've ever ridden. Almost caught me off guard, but wow, these tires are amazing. I mean, to brake like that mid-corner, which would be, like I'm trying to avoid hitting a deer scenario. Wow. All right, let me actually push this thing a little bit more. These tires just feel like glue. These are some amazing tires. As much as I wanted to run the Pirelli GTs, these are handling great. I know some may think I'm being a little dramatic, but for a bike like this, to get sport bike, wow, damp patch, to get sport bike like handling out of a sport touring bike. I mean, I have my heated grips on, windshield all the way up, knee puck scraping a tiny bit there. Damp patch here. Let's see how I handle. Oh wow! I don't even think twice about it. Knee puck scrape there. I don't even think twice about getting on the gas out of that corner. Rear slides a little bit. Traction control feels great. Wow, these are some amazing tires. The last time I rode this bike, I had the tires on here from the original tires. Owner put a lot of miles on them, highway miles, so they're very square. These feel just as good, if not better, than Q3 Pluses on my R1. That's how much I'm enjoying the handling of this. For anybody who questions the Super Duke GT's capabilities, I think you just need to ride one. I would take this bike any day over a sport bike, especially for this type of riding. Again, I have the windshield all the way up, tank bag. I don't have the side luggage on, but if I did, it wouldn't make that big of a difference. This thing is a rocket ship. Keep it in third because there's so much engine braking. Plenty of torque. Woo! It's a fun bike. Super Duke GT might not be the most attractive looking bike when you first look at it, but you can't deny how well this bike handles. That back there was more fun than I've had riding a sport bike on that road. The suspension is in its stiffest setting, which is sport mode, at least available. I don't have the track back on this bike. Traction control is on. And I'm riding in pure comfort. No one is paying attention to this bike once I just lug this thing around in third gear. From a distance, it sounds like a Harley. This bike is a sleeper. Nothing but positive things to say about this bike.